We yearn for smiles that light up the room, but for many of us, dental challenges can be like an eclipse, casting a dim shadow on that desire. Enter a technology called mini dental implants. They can give your teeth a makeover that'll help you smile brighter for years to come. Here to shed some light on how this works is Dr. Andrea Joy Smith. Hello, Dr. Smith.
Good morning, Desiree. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm glad we're talking to you. And Dr. Smith, let's start with the basics. Why is it super important to get routine checkups with our dentist?
Yes, routine checkups are important not only for the teeth, but the oral cavity is really a gateway to the rest of your health. A lot of times there's things that can be going on in your body, we call it systemically, that can manifest itself in the mouth. And sometimes the dentist can be the very first person to recognize those signs and symptoms.
And Dr. Smith, you're talking about the importance of visiting your dentist. So why is it that some patients delay their dental treatment until issues worsen?
Yeah, over the 30 years that I've been practicing, I find that the major reason is fear. The fear of the unknown, fear of an experience that they had when they were growing up, and they just don't know if there's a solution out there for them. Most of the patients I see have needed full mouth dental work for a very long time, but they've been told by several people that there's not really any options for them. And so they just decide to hold on to those teeth as long as they possibly can and until there's a solution. And so in my office, we've come up with a good solution for those patients now.
Okay, so tell us, you mentioned fear plays a big part in why people are visiting their dentist. How do you and your team ease the nerves of your patients when they're coming in for a procedure?
Yeah, the first thing really is just to meet the person where they are. I sit down and talk to them eye and eye and ask them what brings them in to see me long before I look into their mouth to know what's going on there. And so when you build that level of confidence, or you just build a relationship with them before you start talking about their teeth, that eases the fear to some degree. And then once you give them the diagnosis and the treatment, they're more accepting of it as well. And then on top of that, we offer sedation dentistry in our office. We have patients that come in that are very fearful. Sometimes it's just hard to get through the front door. So we offer sedation dentistry during the time that they are receiving treatment.
Alrighty, so a lot of options to help ease those nerves. And I wanted to talk about one of the procedures that you offer, mini dental implants. Can you talk who makes a good candidate for this?
Yeah, when many dental implants came out, they were primarily used to stabilize patients with dentures. And so that's why they were called mini, because they were very small. Because patients who have been missing their teeth for quite some time, they have a lot of bone loss. Because if the teeth aren't there, the body has no need for that bone, so it resorbs, it goes away. But nowadays, I talk about these implants more as a one piece implant
Mm.
because there are one piece implant solutions for patients that have a lot of bone and patients that don't have a lot of bone. And what sets this procedure apart is that it's minimally invasive and the healing time is usually shorter.
And we were looking at some of those before and afters, and you can see the significant difference from before they got the procedure done and then after. And we actually heard from one of your patients. So let's take a look, Dr. Smith.
I just want to thank Dr. Andrea Joy Smith for giving me my smile. I have not had nice teeth or a straight smile since I probably was in third, fourth, fifth grade. I was so self-conscious about my teeth. But because of her treatment and her procedures, I now can smile. I'm proud of myself, and I encourage anybody to overcome your fears and come and see her and put your life back on track as it pertains to your dentistry.
Dr. Smith, you can feel that confidence that she's exuding. So walk us through the process on how mini dental implants are installed.
Okay, well, they are really minimally invasively installed. Of course, we get the patients numb as all dental procedures require, but unlike some of the conventional implants, we do not have to really open up the gums or what we call lay a flap. We can go right through the gum tissue because these implants are small enough and the technique is really inventive enough that we don't have to actually open up the tissue. So that point alone speeds up the healing time. And once they are installed, we then take their existing denture or a crown or a bridge or a full mouth restoration that is fixed, and we just cement it on top of that restoration. And the other good thing about these one-piece implants is that there's just one piece. Conventional implants often involve a one piece that goes under the bone and is buried for a few months, and then later the part that holds onto the restoration is placed. But during our procedure, the
Wow.
abutment or the part that holds onto the restoration is installed the very same day, making that implant usable the very first day that we place it in there.
I mean, Dr. Smith, we saw the before and after photos, we saw the testimonial and how they're installed. Thank you so much for telling us all about it. I'm going to let our viewers know where they can go for more information. You can find out more by going to smileagainnow.com.